Hey everyone, this time today, it's not Sunday, this is a special edition of vinyl finds and CD finds. But not just that, not only am I going to show you a bunch of new music, I want to show you a bunch of new music that came from others. This is a VCLT vinyl finds edition. So, I've been lucky lately, and a bunch of people have sent me some great VCLT. That's pretty darn exciting. Uh, it was really unexpected. Uh, I know a few more said that they're sending me some stuff, and you never really look for it or kind of expect to get it, but when you do, it is really neat because it allows you to listen to some new artists, people that you don't know. You don't have any of this, and even with as many albums as I have, most of it I still don't have. And I'm the kind of guy that likes to listen to new things and try new things. So a bunch of people have been very, very generous to me and have shipped me some stuff. So I want to show you what they gave me. And yeah, it's pretty exciting. So let's get into some vinyl finds here and show you some new music that I got that I've been enjoying. All right. All right, so first we're going to hang out with this young man. Wow, that's kind of a blurry picture. That's Bill Young there. That's Bill Young from Michigan Record Club. He lives here in the same town that I live in, Midland, and I have been very, very fortunate to get to know him, been fortunate to get to hang out with him because this guy knows music. I mean, incredible knowledge. Makes me just look plain stupid, in all honesty. But Bill sent me something, or actually he gave me something when I was over there. And it was this. It was a CD, and it's the very first L7. Smell the Magic. This came out in 1990. Grunge was taken off, and L7 was part of it, and you could say part of the whole Riot Girl movement. They had an EP that was kind of really, really loud and noisy. They're a little more refined on this one, and on this, they began to show, okay, there's melody in here. It's still political. It's still hard charging, balls to the walls, shall we say, music. But it was really cool because it's the very first L7. And it's just one of those awesome groups that made just some incredible music. And I did not own this. I think I owned one L7 on an album and a couple CDs. So I was really excited when Bill asked if I would like to have that. So what can I say but no? So Bill Young, Michigan Record Club. Check out his channel. He has had some really good videos lately, just great stuff. And if you just want to see some amazing music, he has the channel for it. So thank you very much, Bill. I really appreciate this, and I have really been enjoying this. Next person, Buddy Guy sent me some stuff. I got some stuff from Buddy Guy. Well, maybe not, but I got Buddy Guy some CDs, and it came from the blues vinyl guy, Chris. He's out of Canada, actually up in Calgary. Go Calgary Stampede. And he just out of the blue, he says, hey, I have some stuff I want to send you. I want you to have this. And it was a way of, thanking me. I've been watching his channel since it started, and I always try to comment on all of Chris's videos because he has passion for the blues. That's his deal. I mean, he listens to other stuff, but everything is the blues, and he really, really, really loves Buddy Guy. And in all honesty, I have some Buddy Guy CDs, but I don't really have much of his early work. I have a few albums of his, so it was really neat to get. And but the first one was James Cotton. This is the best of James Cotton. He's still out there producing stuff. You want to hear a great harmonica player, and if you like blues harmonica, James Cotton is the way to go. And you can find his albums fairly inexpensive. They don't cost a ton. I think New West might have them. But this was a wonderful CD. I mean, I enjoy James Cotton. I have his music on both vinyl and CD, but I did not have this one. And this is the best of the Vanguard years. And I always find it really interesting to get the early stuff, to hear what they sounded like back when you were younger. So great listen. And you see that there, look at that. There it is. That's what it looks like in real life. It is living proof. And this one came out, what year was it? 2010. It's funny. 74 years young right there. 2010. I did not have this. You know, I have a lot of his newer stuff, but I didn't own this one, so I was really enjoyed getting it. You know, Buddy Guy continues to grow. You think of it, he's the last of the blues legends. He's it. And you know, there's other generations, but this is old school blues. This is Chicago blues, and no one does a guitar quite like Buddy Guy. So this was, you know, great, Chris. I truly, you know, enjoyed listening to this. Really good stuff. I was very excited to get this. And this is from Buddy's Blues, Chess 50 Years. This looks at some of his early material. And that's what I you know, it's fun when you can take something, the new, and then you listen to the early stuff. You know, because Buddy was used so often as just a sideman, but he did produce singles and he did put out some albums on Chess. And this collects it, and it made it a fun listen. Boy, that doesn't work too well there, does it? So I truly, you know, when you just look at an artist, it's fun to hear progression. And so between the two, I could hear the progression. Just great guitar works. But that's not all. He sent me this book, Louisiana Music. Now, if you watch my channel, you know I'm pretty much, I love books. I mean, reading is a passion of mine. Collecting books is actually a passion of mine too. I collect a lot of books. And this here is a journey from R&B to Zydeco, jazz to country, blues to gospel, Cajun music to swamp pop to carnival music and beyond. So this takes a look at the music in Louisiana. And to me, one of the most exciting vacations would be to be able to go down to Louisiana and explore that state and explore where all the different music came from. And so I'm super excited about this. He gave me a real nice note here. And you know, he goes, Steve, I just wanted to send these out to you to say thank you for all your support. I really appreciate you taking time to comment on my ideas, on my videos. I trust that CDs are okay. You may notice a couple of Buddy Guys in there. I will be spreading Buddy love around in VC all summer. Buddy love. Kind of sounds like a porno guy. What's your name, buddy? Buddy love. Well, he's not a porno guy. That's Buddy Guy. Around all summer. Also, I hope you enjoy the book. And yeah, this book is excellent. You know, I've been reading a lot about in Louisiana, and I've had some other VCLT books come my way, so I've been very fortunate. So, Chris, Blues Vinyl Guy, thank you very much. All right, let's move on to our next person in the next batch of albums. You know this guy? I know this guy. I know this guy. I know him. Yes, here we have Ron Haggerty. You know, when I first started, Ron was like early subscriber to my channel. He's been in the VC a long time, and he reached out to me and says, hey, I have some stuff. Would you be interested in it? And it was, you know, the first artist, someone I didn't really have much of, but then he put some other things in there too, and I thought that was really nice. We tried to meet up when I was down in Orlando, but Ron had some other things going on, so we weren't able to do this. So he sent me some items, and it's really neat. First off, a couple stickers in here. Jesus is the answer. A very nice card here. You know, Ron is, you know what? He practices what he preaches, shall we say. A very religious guy. You know, he's found God, and he talks about it, and he's not embarrassed, and I appreciate that, Ron. And I always, think that's just, you're just a wonderful person. And so thank you. And he gave me this one, vintage vinyls, spin them all. That's pretty funny. Spin them all. So the albums he sent me. First one is the Association, and this is called Birthday. So you think of the Association, and along comes Mary Wee. These guys, they said, let's go psychedelic. And so they tried to be a little more psychedelic. You can still see this is an Association. They have those vocal harmonies that they are known for. Is it real psychedelic? Not really, but you know, they're trying. They're trying. But really, it's a fun album. I've never seen this, Ron. I have never seen this album out there, and so if I had, I would have bought this just because I love that cover. So I was excited to get this, and I thank you for that. Then here's a group I know of, but I've never listened to anything they have. The Strawbs, and this one was called Ghosts. Came out in 1975. Prog rock. It was really, really listenable. I mean, it was really enjoyable when I first put it on. I go, wow, I'm digging this thing. I did not know Strawbs were prog rock. I just thought they were regular rock. But what it did, and you know, Ron, I appreciate it, is makes me want to explore this group. I want to go out and I want to find more. And that's the beauty of VCLT. We can give somebody something and say, hey, look at this. And we listen and go, wow, let's try more of it. So super good. And the other one, he had called me and says, hey, do you have any Melanie? Do you like Melanie? And I don't really, I have one Melanie album, but not a whole lot. He said, well, who's Melanie? Who she made the song? I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got the brand new key. And everyone says, that's sexual. And Melanie says, no, I wrote it in 15 minutes. There was nothing sexual, but if that's what they want to think, who cares? And her first hit actually came out in, I believe, 1969. It was Lay Down, Lay Down, Lay Down, Lay Down, Lay It All Down. And it was about when she performed at Woodstock, and it was at night, and everyone lit the candles. Actually, they're probably matches and lighters and that, but they lit it, and it gave her that idea for that song. So she's been on a variety of different labels. In fact, she actually did her own, and I'm sorry about this, but we're going to open up one of these here. Not this one. This one came out in 1971, and it's Melanie, the Good Book, and this, you know, if you know, Melanie, her albums are all, you know, she's kind of a folk singer. She has a very, very nice voice. And they're all really similar. She is a singer-songwriter. And so this one was from 1971. She didn't like, Buddha kept telling her, hey, man, you need to put out more stuff. We want this, we want that. And she didn't much care for that. You know, she goes, no, quit telling me what to do. And I'm not going to listen to you. So she actually, her and her husband formed their own label, and it was called The Neighbors. And here it is, The Neighborhood. See that label there? Isn't that neat? Kind of a cool label. I've never seen that. This was called As I See the New, and this one was from 1974, and it was a promo, which is why, again, the black and white label on there. Still, singer-songwriter type stuff, a little mellower. She plays acoustic guitar. If you want Led Zeppelin type sound, you're not going to get it. But really nice music. She's still out there. I think she's 72 now, still playing music. And the other one that he sent my way was Melanie, Sunset and Other Beginnings. And this one is also from 1975. And I am sorry, but that green screen does not like this one whatsoever. But good listens. I was unfamiliar with any of her catalog. She has dozens of albums out there. I was shocked when I looked at her. Holy cow, this gal. I just thought she had a couple hits in the early 70s, and that was it. Now she's still out there. She's still singing. She's made just dozens and dozens of stuff. So, Ron, I truly appreciate it. I appreciate your friendship. I really, really do. And I hope someday we're going to meet up, because I really look forward to it. All right, my next guy that sent me some VCLT that's Chris from Chris Has the Spins. It looks just like, I went on, I type in Chris Has the Spins. I Google it. This is the picture they send me. It looks similar to Leonardo DiCaprio, but doesn't Chris from Chris Have the Spins look just like Leonardo DiCaprio? I think so. I think that's a splitting image of them. So there you have it. Chris, you actually don't have a picture out there. Maybe that's on purpose. Maybe you're wanted. Could be something up. But I watched one of his videos, and he talked about a guy, and it was David Bromberg. Never heard of him. Didn't know a single thing about this guy. Nothing whatsoever. And he thought he was going to remedy that for me. remedy that for me, which he did. It's just on, there we go, Capital, Columbia. And so he sent me this and really enjoyed this, Chris. And I know I sent you a note on it that I thought just it sounded awesome. Fun stuff, very enjoyable, great guitar work. I was really impressed, and it's an artist, again, is when I see out there, I will pick up more of it. Also, he has a great haircut. What more can you ask for? So there it is, Dave Bromberg and Demon in Disguise, and this came out in 1972. But that wasn't it. Then he just decided, I'm going to give you some more stuff here. Rule de Sousa, Sweet Lucy. And Sweet Lucy actually was one of the main songs on that. Fun, kind of some jazz going on, but not just, you know, more that 70s, how jazz was changing. In fact, this was done in, I believe, 75 or 77, somewhere in there. Yes, 1977. So you could see how the jazz was all changing, getting more of a little more of the funk, but you know, it wasn't way out there. Again, there's some Latin tinges in here, and anything where there's some Latin feel to it, I really liked it. So this was very good, very nice listen. Leo Kottke, it's an artist I have a little bit of. When I was in college, he came to our college. I didn't go see him. I thought, who the hell is Leo Kottke, a guitar player? Oh, boring. And so I didn't go see him. But I had one of his albums. He sent me this. And what I learned is I've missed out. You know, I'm just a guy I've ignored. I've ignored forever. He has tons of albums. And so I truly appreciate this. Looking at 71 to 76. He also put here, I have my note from Chris in here, and he goes, why, hello there, good friend. I hope this package makes it to you safely and past the doorkeeper, Cat. Right, he did. You mentioned you had never heard David Bromberg in your response to my last video, so I figured I would send one your way. I am by no means an expert on his music, but he is pretty enjoyable in my opinion, and he was. He has a pretty unique sound that is hard to describe, and is a pretty darn good guitar player, and he was. Naturally, I could not just send one record, so I threw in some extras I thought you might enjoy. For duplicates, please pass them on. Thank you for supporting my channel and your weekly Sunday morning videos that are always informative and hilarious. You are one of the best in the BC. Keep it up, my friend. Chris has the spins, which he's right there. That's Chris right there, has the spins. So the Leo Kottke, you inspired me with that, Chris, and you made me, okay, I need to listen to more of it. Here's another one he sent me, Della Reese. And yeah, it has one of those cheesecake covers. Again, someone never listened to. I would have bypassed it probably. And what a beautiful voice. This is from the 60s. Just this, you know, different from Ella Fitzgerald. We're working in, you know, similar to that vein, you know, lounge, torchy type thing, type music, but just very, very nice. I enjoyed this. It was a really good listen. And the final one, actually, was Jean-Luc Ponty, Enigmatic Ocean. And I actually own this one, but the one you sent me is much, much better. So, hey, I can get rid of the old one and keep the new one. You know, he's a fiddle player, shall we say. This one is kind of, it's like 77, 78. He's a little more synthesizer. He's really doing different stuff. It's not as rootsy as some of his music, but obviously I owned it, so there was a reason for it because I liked it. So thank you very much, Chris. Great albums. Truly appreciate it. Enjoyed it very, very much. Thank you. All right, final stuff came from Howlin' Wolf. No, maybe not Howlin' Wolf, but it came from Smokestack. Smokestack Records, Hank. Actually, I had, it'll be in another video, I had purchased an album from him. You know, he had it. He had an extra. Says, man, you got that for sale? And he sold it to me, and I appreciate that very much, Hank. You know, but not only that, he sent me some more VCLT. He added some albums into it. One of them, I had this, but I'm so excited about this because Hank, you might not know this. This is my favorite Zydeco album of all time. This is the very first one I got, the very first one that I listened to. And I sought this out for a couple years back in the early 80s. And it's Rockin' Dupsy. And it is Rockin' Dupsy and the Twisters. This got me hooked on that music. This is what got me into Zydeco. Best album, my absolute favorite. I have two, and that's great because I could share one, because this is something that's worth sharing. I was just delighted when I saw it. I go, God, a second one, holy cow, I just never see it. If I find them out there, I'd buy them. I absolutely would, because I want to spread the gospel. That was great to see. He also threw this one in, Brownie and Sonny McGee and Sonny Terry. Now, I have some of their stuff, but they put out a lot of different albums. And look at that, I got something, 1973. Oh, that's the wrong one. Fun stuff. You know, folk blues, country blues, you can call it. These guys are really prolific with their recording, really took off back in the 60s, began hitting the college circuit until they couldn't stand each other and broke up. So this was very exciting to get in there. And again, truly a great listen. So Hank, again, big thanks. So that was a lot of music. That was a ton of music that I had to listen to. And they've come in the last few weeks. I travel all week, so I come home. My wife goes, "What's with all the boxes? What's with all this stuff?" And I go, "Hey, that's VCLT. That's the vinyl love train going on." And I appreciate people sharing this with me, sharing some music that I haven't heard, and that's really what it's all about. It's the beauty of the whole VCLT, isn't it? It's incredible stuff. It allows us to look into different things, and I've been getting some VCLT set up for people. Actually, as I've been shopping, I keep looking at things and go, this would be a good one. This would be a good one, and have been building up a little bit of stash to eventually send out. Again, huge thanks to everybody there. From Bill from the Michigan Records Club, Chris, Blues Vinyl Guy. Chris has the spins. That's Chris. Ron Haggerty, awesome, and of course Hank. Hank, man, you're great. Always appreciate getting something from you. So there you have it. A lot of great music. Hope you enjoyed it. Everyone have a great week. Bye.